Bet you can't say it 3 times fast. DHCP, I can't either. So instead, let's do a quick review of DHCP server and relay functions. As always, listen to the question, pause, think through your answer, then unpause to hear me answer and review the answers with you. So question number 1. You have a device in your network that broadcasts a request for an IP address to its subnet. Which service handles sending that request outside the local network? The answer is C. DHCP Relay. So if you've got a device sitting inside of a subnet, whatever subnet that would be, you've got a router, and that could be a router, it could be a layer 3 switch, it could be a variety of different devices. It's going to be the one that receives that broadcast and would typically drop it right there, but instead, when you put a DHCP Relay configuration, it forwards it on to whatever DHCP server IP address or IP addresses you have specified. Now, if you do specify multiple DHCP server addresses, let's just say you've got 2 of them, 1 and 2, in the relay command, it will actually send it to both of them, and whichever one responds back fastest will be the one that gets forwarded back to the client right here. So, great news is you can have a level of redundancy in it. All right, question number 2. In order to get a summary of the current DHCP leases, which command would you type? Answer, show IP DHCP binding. Do that from privilege mode, and that's what gives you the list of all the IP addresses to what should be, in my humble opinion, the MAC address of each device. But instead, remember, Cisco does the client ID / hardware address / vendor specification. So at least as at a minimum in our Ethernet world, all the MAC addresses in this list are prefaced or have a precursor of a 01 in front of it. Prefix, that was like a pre-something, a prefix of 01. So you'll actually have 01 and then the MAC address spelled out after it, which really causes a lot of confusion when people first see it. All right, question number 3. If the client device is on interface G0/1, what command would you use to allow the interface to forward DHCP requests to a DHCP server at 172.16.03? And the command is actually B, IP helper address. There actually is no DHCP relay address command. Both of those are invalid syntax. Same thing here. You don't have the DHCP in front of it. Believe it or not, little known fact, kind of bonus trivia here. The helper address will help for other things beyond DHCP. DHCP is, I would say, 99.9% of the time what people use this for, but it actually forwards, I think it's 6 or 8 different broadcast types over to whatever server you specify. Now, you can actually filter it down. I know, for example, TFTP is one of the broadcast types it will forward, but you can filter it down using a command called IP forward protocol from global configuration mode. That's why you don't see any DHCP in the command. It's a helper address for DHCP and some other stuff. Good. All right, that is DHCP in the Cisco world. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.